Hey family, it's your sister Michelle here, doing another video. I love you all so much. New subscribers, come on in and talk to your sister. Old subscriber family, thank you so much. Thank you for growing my channel, liking, subscribing. I am trying to get to that 10K and your sister's gonna make it. Yes, I'm wishing you love and light on your journey, and I'm hoping you're doing the best and get the healing that you need and deserve. Because I think you're wonderful, phenomenal. I always will. I'll always have your back. Listen, this video right here is about the narcissist and the fact that you are causing the narcissist more pain than you even think. Yes, you cause a narcissist more pain and damage than you think. Listen to me. What I mean by that is this. Yeah, they might discarded you and you discarded them or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times we sit up and be like, well, damn, it seems like they don't even care. Well, with a narcissist, they have no mentality to care like we would care. But you still cause them damage. Yeah, you cause them damage. Well, they're already damaged goods, so you already know how that goes. So damage leads to damage. Like I told you before, garbage pail kid looking bitches, and I said YouTube don't block me. But you cause a narcissist a lot more pain than you even think that you do. Because a lot of times we don't want to give ourselves credit for that because we are on the blunt end of most of the pain. So of course it looks like the other person is not receiving that. That's farthest from the truth. Okay? Now, story time. This is a story time thing, too. Now, you know my situation. You know your sister has children with the no good for nothing beast. Vampire from Brooklyn. Yes, a werewolf from London, all that good stuff. You know who I'm talking about. And I do not interact with him a lot, which I've told you that before. I stay clear of it. But every now and then, because I have children, certain things might occur. So, just recently, fam, I think like my birthday just passed. So yeah, it was the day before my birthday. He texted my son and my daughter and said he had money for him. Now, this is a perfect trap of a narcissist. Well, in my scenario, definitely. He said he got money, get over there, ain't got no money, whatever. So I don't really play into it. But my son was adamant, like, he really said he has money. So I told my son, I said, look, I really don't want to go over there. But I had to go to my mother and father's house, which is not too far from where he stays. And I said, and if I go by there and I see someone outside, I've always said that when I go past their house, listen, ooh, if I go past that demonic spiritual house, the house of horrors, if I don't see anyone outside or something like that, I will keep going because I don't even want to go knock on the door. So I went past and I looked and I saw that his aunt and some other people were outside, their aunt. So I pulled in and I asked, is he here? And they were like, yeah. So the instant I saw him, well, they went and told him, okay, that I was out there. So I heard him screaming, typical narcissistic bullshit. What's going on? What is it? Because he didn't see me. And he came outside and he saw me. And the instant he saw me, fam, he was talking, nah, 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 and he looked at me, he fixated on my eyes. And the instant that he saw me, he got nervous. And I watched it. See, when you're out of it, you can see things that you didn't see before. When you heal and you don't no longer give a fuck, shit will show up and show you stuff. Because when you were still in love and all that, you can't see it like that. But when you get out of it and you don't give a shit, you can look at them clearly and be like, yeah, you feeling some kind of way. Because they be feeling some kind of way, even though they're not, they don't never care like they're supposed to. But trust me when I tell you, they be feeling some kind of way, especially if they like something special like you, and you. And I mean it. So anyway, he's all fixated. Oh, no. He saw me. He was like, oh. And the instant that he saw me, like I said, he got nervous right away. He started fidgeting around and doing all this crazy. And I'm like, okay, now I know you might be possibly on some substances. YouTube don't block me. But I knew in that moment that my very presence was bothering him to the core. And I'm saying this to say all this to you all. That you hurt them in places that you don't even understand when you're sitting up hurting. And yes, they don't give a damn. You know they don't care. But in the long run, listen to your sister. It all comes full circle. I believe in that. And you cause them so much harm that you don't even understand that you're causing, because at the end of the day, I told you a long time ago, your very presence when you were with them was harming them. That's why they were so aggressive and so evil towards you. Your presence is so strong. So if your presence is so strong when you with them, what do you think it's going to be like when you're gone? Now they're going to deal with the karma of what they've done to you. And the fact that they're probably thinking, damn, maybe I made a mistake, even though, they don't necessarily care that way. But it still exists in their mind that way because it's all about ego anyway. It's a blow to the ego. Like that day, perfect example, when I went over that day, they know, I've told you before, they can feel things. They know. So I know he sees me now and he's like, this bitch don't even care no more. And I don't. And that bothers him. My presence in those moments, and I could see it clearly, fam, and you'll see it. He was uneasy. He was acting like it was the end of the world. And then he gave me money, which he never does. And he gave me money for my children. And then he turned around and said, he gave me $600, which should have been $6,000. But anyway, he gave me $600 for the kids. And when I said, okay, I'm going to give them so much, but I'm not going to give it to them all at one time, he turns around, he looks at me, he goes, but I want you to know, to give them two and a piece, and I also want to give you two as well. And he looked at me, kind of smiled and winked. That's a Hoover. That's a Hoover, you know what I mean? But in that moment, I knew the uncomfortableness he was feeling. I knew in that moment that, yeah, you did all the things you did. You thought you got over, but you didn't get over on nothing. You didn't fool me and hurt me. You really, in the long run, hurt yourself. And narcissists, they don't really look at it like that, but it's exactly what they do. In the long run, they always hurt themselves. That was his attempt to me, from his, not just from what he gave me and what he said, by his actions and I can see it on his face, and I'm telling you, you all see it. You don't see it in person, you'll see it in text and everything else. That they always end up hurting over what they've done to you. Now, they don't hurt the way we hurt, but they're hurting a way that a narcosexual would hurt. If you understand what I'm saying, YouTube, don't block me. Trust me when I tell you. Your very presence hurts them all along. And they feel some kind of way. Yes, they do. And I want you all to understand, when you're going through the worst pain of your life and you can't understand that there's something brighter at the end of the tunnel, and when you can look at a narcissist, when it's all said and done, and look in their face and say, you know what? You fucked up. And you know it and I know it. That's a wonderful thing. And I'm not saying that, like I said, glorifying people's pain, but when you're with a narcissist, who gives a damn? And I feel that way, and I ain't going to change my mind, and YouTube, you better not block me. They feel some kind of way. Trust your sister. Bye.